Hello Skyhawk Nation, and welcome back from the long Christmas break. We hope everybody enjoyed their vacations and that it was filled with family, friends, and good food because you know, that is what vacation was all about. But it's back to the grind. We are here, halftime is over, the adjustments have been made, and Skyhawk Update hasn't missed a beat. We have a full month's worth of Stonehill sports to catch up on because though we may have been resting, our winter athletes were not. Men's and women's basketball, ice hockey, indoor track and field, it's all here. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is Skyhawk Update. Welcome back, Skyhawk fans. I'm Craig Riotto, and I'll be your host for this week's show. We're going to tip things off with women's basketball, a team that has been making somewhat of a splash in the Division II college basketball landscape as of late. You might remember that before the break, our Skyhawks had charged out to an 8-1 start, with their only loss coming to number 2 nationally ranked Bentley University. Could the women sustain their grueling pace? Let's go to the tape and find out. Stonehill in white taking on the conference number 3 Assumption Greyhounds. The Hounds, they came to play early. This is Sabrina Siciliano with the putback. Hounds on top 9-8. But that would be their last lead of the game. Here ML Dixon finds Pelletier on a cross-court pass. Pelletier doing what she does best. That's knocking down 3 balls. Stonehill takes the lead. Faeta now with the shot clock winding down, looking for options. She finds Dixon behind her, and Dixon steps into a long one. She went for 15 and 5 assists, and the Skyhawks were getting it done in the first half. Here's the backdoor cut to the true freshman Paige Marshall. Stonehill rolls again at home, 57-44. Huge win for the Skyhawks. Now we jump to Saturday. Stonehill taking on Lemoyne on the road. First possession off of the one tip. Asia Ewing with a lob to Tori Faeta. She's too much inside. A great start to her day. She went for 12 and 10 rebounds. Now someone told me that Jamie Panton can shoot the 3 ball. How about 4 in a row for the sophomore? She's shooting 68% from beyond the arc, averaging 16.5 points per game since the break. As a team, the women are 46% from downtown in January. ML Dixon racking up the assists during that sequence. Now to the second half. Stonehill already up big, and there she is, the junior point guard, hard to the hoop, and one. Worth noting here, Dixon with 10 assists. Unfortunately for other teams, Panton's not the only player who can stick a 3 ball on this team. That's Amy Pelletier having a little fun of her own from the downtown area. 3 in a row for the sophomore, doing what she does best. Stonehill rolls big on the road. They stomp the Dolphins 78-57. Panton goes for 21 points, 3 assists. The Skyhawks clicking on all cylinders right now. They improved to 14-1 overall, and they are climbing the ladder, ranked 17th in the nation. Stonehill men's basketball limped into the break with a disappointing 4-4 overall record. The Skyhawks hosted a holiday tournament shortly after Christmas where they snagged 2 more non-conference wins over Philadelphia University and Holy Family University. Yet, the all-important Northeast 10 schedule doesn't look quite as nice. After going 1-2 to open the month of January, the Skyhawks had a chance to make a statement win against conference-leading Assumption College last Tuesday. Let's see how they did. There he is, the 2012 East Region MVP senior Brian Hamer, trying to lead his team to a victory at home and get them back on track, and he had it going early. That's the first possession of the game for the Skyhawks. Hamer, a lot of confidence, steps into that one. Hamer again. Nothing but nylon. He's looking like the Brian Hamer of old. Now, I think they say that greyhounds have very fragile legs. Let me revise that to ankles. Carter Smith goes right by Rosnecki, dishes to Jack Cole, he cleans it up, and Stonehill looks very good early on. But here's where things get a little hairy and start to go downhill for the Skyhawks. Brian Hamer battling for the rebound, goes down hard, clutching at that ankle. Nonetheless, Stonehill takes an 11-point advantage into the half, shocking the Northeast 10. And things were going pretty well early on in the second half. That's Adam Pizzini for 3. But would you believe it if I told you that was their only made field goal in the entire second half? We'll see. Rosnecki for 3, trying to bring the Greyhounds back into it, and they were able to do so on both ends. There's a steal by sophomore Bob Jones. He moves it ahead to Donahue, who rises on the fast break and sticks the shot. Now crunch time. Stonehill ties it up with that made free throw. Jack Cole keeping them in with the free throws. It's 48-48 with less than a minute left. Give and go. Bob Jones, are you kidding me with the finish? Puts the Greyhounds on top, 50-48. The Skyhawks were not done. Brian Hamer, the hero, cannot get the first one to go. Big rebound by Cole. He kicks it out. Brian Hamer again from the same spot. Back rim, no good. Tipped around. Skyhawks cannot recover. A last-ditch effort by Markle, nowhere near the basket. An unbelievable comeback by Assumption, and Stonehill, more disappointment. The Skyhawks traveled to Lemoyne last Saturday and dropped another one, bringing their conference record to 3-8. It's a 6-point loss. The Skyhawks cannot win the close games. And the shooting woes continue. Just 30% from beyond the arc. Freshman Carter Smith leads the Skyhawks with 15 points. They'll look to right the ship when they travel to American International for a clash with the Yellow Jackets. Stonehill Ice Hockey did have themselves a nice long break, over a month in fact. The Skyhawks had an opportunity in their last game before the break against Johnson and Wales to get back to 500, but unfortunately a comeback win for the bad guys derailed that possibility. Stonehill hosted Division III Becker College last Wednesday in their first January contest. Here's what happened. Stonehill amped up and ready to go. It's their first game back since the Christmas break. And Steven Balsamo had something to say about that as he skates over mid-ice and trucks the opposition. What a hit at center ice. The Skyhawks jumped out to an early 1-0 lead. Here off the turnover, they have a chance to make it 2, but Kevin Offiero sends it sailing over the net. Early in the second, Offiero another chance, puts it on net, and Dan Graham cleans it up. Yes, puts it past the goaltender. Stonehill's leading 2-0 and looking like they can't be stopped. Now, great puck movement here on the power play. Sabin sends it across, gets it right back, and puts a racket at the goal, but it's turned away by Hussey. Now, if you haven't heard of this kid yet, his name is Parkhouse, and you might hear of him in a few years from now. There he finds the net on a great cross-ice pass. He scored 5 goals. Now Stonehill would answer with a goal of their own late in the third. That's Richard Harris, but it was too little too late. Becker rolls over the Skyhawks 6-3. Now we take a look at Saturday's contest. Stonehill traveled to Franklin Pierce, and they got a big win. 4-3 over the Ravens. They improved to 3-1 in the Northeast 10 conference play. How about Dana Borges? 2 goals and an assist. He has 12 goals on the season, 15 assists, one of the nation's leaders in Division III and Division II hockey. The Skyhawks will look to continue their dominance over Assumption College on Wednesday night, a team they beat by a score of 9-3 the last time they played. Well, that's all we have for you this week on Skyhawk Update. Tune in next week for more of the same as the conference schedules really start heating up for our teams. For those on campus, you can catch us all week on Channel 9, and for those off campus, you can catch us anytime on YouTube by searching Skyhawk Update. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at Skyhawk Update. Folks, it's been a pleasure. Craig Riotto signing off, and of course, go Skyhawks!